Hi guys, so this is my update on the XY guys. What am I expecting on the XY? If you watched my previous analysis on the XY, I said I was expecting the XY to push to the downside, and my reason was because we can see that we had this counter trend line right here broke by this structure right here. We came to retest the trend line and we continue to push to the downside, and we can see if I go to a little bit more smaller time frame, we can see that it was giving us a lower high, right? A lower high. It's also from a lower high. So I said there's just a possibility for it to actually push to the upside. And besides, again, that we have been rejecting multiple times around this zone right here, so that just give an hint that there's a possibility for us to just continue to tank to the downside. And I was more biased on my bias on the XY was more of a sell rather than a buy, and I said that if we continue to push to the upside, my first target to be 101.911, my second target to be my negative 27% fib level, which is 101.591. That was my initial analysis and thought on the XY, but I also said there is a possibility for it to actually push to the upside, right? I said, but before we actually take a buy on that upside, we should be patient to see a candlestick close above this zone right here. That signifies that we are now in the buy, right? And it should show me like a momentum of us continuing to push to the upside. And I said if we continue to push to the upside, my target would be my 61.8% fib level, which is 103.297. That would be my target. And my reason was because of that was like, if I zoom out a little bit, that was like the break of structure we have right here that it hasn't retested yet. So that was a good point for a retest, and that was why I targeted my target there. So now guys, I'm just going to delete my previous analysis on the XY and reanalyze the XY based on the current price action that we have. So I'm just going to delete this one. They're invalid right now. Let's see. So I'm going to go to my bigger time frame just to look at the overall picture that I'm looking at on the XY guys. We can see if I zoom, let's just zoom out a little bit. We can see how the XY is doing. We can see that this was the zone I was talking about. If I put a review, if I extend a little bit, we can see that we'll be having multiples rejection around that zone. So that's just giving a possibility of it actually pushing to the downside. But as you can see that the market does what it does, meaning we don't predict the markets, we react to the market. So I'm just gonna change my to buy right here. Let's see. So just gonna put that, since now we are now on the buy side on the XY guys. So you can see I'm going to adjust my trend line as well to touch that. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. We can also draw a trend line right here now, just to indicate that we are currently on a bull run. So don't forget guys, this is my daily time frame right here. So as you can see that we are pushing to the downside right here. Looking based on the bar move, we have this impulse, a correction of some sort of like a rectangular correction. So we have this rectangular chart pattern continuation, right? Continuation pattern right there. So now I'm predicting the XY to get to 103.774, which is my negative 27% fib level. And if we continue to tank to the upside on the XY, my second TPU is my negative 61.8% fib level, which is 104.637 guys. But remember, this is the daily time frame, so this might take a while for us to get there. and we can see that we had multiple rejections around my 38.2% fib level before we continue to tank to the upside. So now I'm going to go to a little bit more smaller time frame just to see what we might be expecting. So we can see that there is a zone right here that we might be mindful of, right around that area right here. So because we can see that was when we had that breakout structure, so we might still push down there to possible retest and push to the upside. But my target right now is, if we continue to tank to the upside, like I said, this would be my first target, my negative 27% fib level. So let's go to a more smaller time frame. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here, right? So because that it has been filling up the imbalances so far, so we might just continue to have some sort of like an impulse, a correction, impulse, a correction, and impulse, a correction to continue to push to the downside. And like I said, right, my target as of right now is 103.744. Let's just coordinate. So that is my current target on the XY, and like I said, if we still have more momentum of a buy, then certainly this will be my next target. 3.7. But before we push to my negative 61.8% level, make sure that we still have a lot of buy momentum on my negative 27% level for us to get there. But let's just take it one step at a time. So I'm going to go to more smaller time frame just to see. So because I still see more momentum of buy actually, so like I said, we may just continue to have that tank to the upside without pushing more. So if I draw, let me just draw right here. Let's see. Because of how this just wicked, right? We can, let me see if I can draw something like this. Nope. I think I can draw from here to here. So let's just draw from here to here and let's see how that plays out. Like I said, let me see, go. So we still have more momentum. We can see that we have this breakout structure here, so I still see more momentum of it pushing, continue to push to the upside. So I'm just gonna say something like this from here to here. Let's just check more smaller time frame. I'm looking for maybe there is any imbalance for us to look at and see where the market can come to if we push to the downside. There's this imbalance right here that, let's see, yeah, so we have this kind of imbalance right here. But we might not actually get there because if I use my fib from here to here, probably come down here to retest and possible push to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I think we might just come right here to push to my target right there. So we can also have like a mini fib right around here. So that'll be my 50% fib level. So let me expand it a little bit. So I say that based on from here to here that we have, from here right here to here we're working on, we might push down maybe to my 50% fib level, then continue to push to the upside. Like I said, overall is around here, but don't forget this is the daily time frame TP right there. So this would be like the minor, because this is like the breakout structure we have before this engulfing candle, which aligns with my 50% fib level. So there's a possibility for a retracement around that area to push, continue to push to the upside, guys. So my targets around this minor will be right here, my first target, and my second target on the XY will certainly be around here, guys. So this is my quick thought on the XY, right? I think we're gonna continue to push the upside, and if I see any changes, I'm just gonna reanalyze. We should don't forget that there is this gap right here that the XY might still push down here, but we don't know when it will. So that is why we have to be. Let's change the color of that. Let's see, blue. Okay, I think blue works. So if you're pushing to the downside, remember that this is a possibility for a push to the downside, because there is this, like I said, there is this imbalance right there that hasn't been filled. So we might push down there to fill in that imbalance before we continue, right? But I think this is like a long-term stuff. I just think we're gonna continue to push the upside, but this is also a target for itself if you push down, right? Just for us to be open-minded. This is also a target for itself, guys. Yep. So that is my thought on the XY, guys. Hope you find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to please subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.